Thank you, Thomas.
Excellent, Thomas. But remember, remain there with me, please, Thomas.
Yes.
Oh,
Gracias.
of
Muy
course.
bien.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was interesting. I didn't know some
Capybara.
parts about servants and agents.
Okay. Okay.
Although I
Okay.
didn't read it much, that's why when it was said master, servant, agent, it really.
Master, I know. I have read a book, The Grandmaster. It's about cheese and it's in English. It's very
About
good.
who?
It is written in English. I read it in English.
Written.
And it's about cheese, a cheese player. Yes.
Okay.
I will
Chess.
look for that, but I have paper.
Chess player.
Chess player.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And
Let's,
this
this,
all the
please.
conflict between. Yes, so habla.
Okay.
Okay. Let's.
Sorry. Take a look at this.
No, que habla mucho.
This is. No. I love your. Don't worry. So this is the classroom. In this weekend, we have a class action and letter writing. One PPT, model letter writing. This model letter writing takes into account Unit 8 from TOLES. You know that Unit 8 is the same for TOLES A and TOLES B. It's the same Unit 8. So you have to look at Unit 8 again.
Okay.
Unfortunately. And this is class action in the USA and listening activity related to class action, but you have to do it at home with this video.
Okay.
With some filling activity, filling the gaps activity. And then, what else? Let's see. No sé cómo cerrar esto. I don't know. Let's see. Out here. So then you will see 3 sites here. One related to the listening activity. What is that?
Ay.
What is class action? Well, 3 sites related to class actions. And this is one forum that I think you have to write your answer to a listening activity in this forum, you know?
Oh,
and that is an assignment for seminar 2 and 3. So this is an assignment for Andrea too. We will tell her because this will be recorded. And then you have modern letter writing, Unit 8, the same Unit 8 from last year. You have to revise it. And then for Seminar 3, we have environmental law and the environmental vocabulary and one forum here to produce your task, but for Andrea. So this is that's all for now related to the classroom. You know. So okay, and here again. So now you have to take the sheet of paper. Valeria, have you got the sheet of paper that I sent you? I sent the sheet of paper. Okay, thank you. So you will see now.
Activity and native English speaker.
Yes, please. This one. So this will be an understand native English speakers with this advanced listening lesson. So first of all, we will read the assignment. More or less, you know. The assignment says, what is the biggest mistake students make while listening? It implies listening by They focus on or try to them. And who can read the third and fourth?
Third. In English, with Rob. So we're going to go.
Karen first, 3 and 4. Then Karen 3 and 4. And Griselda, 5 and 6. And then
Okay.
7, Valeria.
Okay.
In English, we drop da 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 and da
Okay.
da da. 4. We link ba 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 ba. Now
Griselda,
written.
Yes, 5. Is he encouraging us to speak like that now? Yes, no.
yes
6.
or no? Encouraging.
He will look at
Encouraging.
encouraging.
Yes.
Encouraging. 6. He will look at 5 things. Word,
Encouraging.
CH, W forms, C, speech.
Yes. And Valeria?
Word stress. It is actually stress, the stresses, words,
No,
are,
no. This is the
typically.
stressed words are typically. The stressed words are typically.
Okay, yes.
Many things. So 8. Quick
Okay.
tip. Quick tip.
Está
Tomás,
justificado.
please
El
read
texto.
us. Tomás, read us quick tip and chunks.
No está todo tan
Please.
prolongado así.
Sorry, what?
Please read us quick tip and chunks.
Quick tip and chunks. But where is that?
Okay. You can.
He doesn't have it.
Yes. Let's do that. Do this.
No,
sorry.
I think I have it
Should
here.
be in secret.
Yes.
Here, but I.
Have you got it?
You're gonna have to give me a minute because it has to. Activity.
Download it.
Download it.
Last weekend I saw
There.
the movie The Act.
There you can see it. Can you see it?
Yes.
La que vimos el año pasado.
Yes. Thomas,
Yes.
Está
can
en
you see it
Amazon.
on the screen?
Yes.
Quick tip.
Well, so what do you want me to read?
Yes, please, with your excellent accent.
It's not excellent.
Number 8 and 9.
Actually,
Yes.
Actually, when I was in Britain, I realized how foreign I sound.
Oh.
Oh,
But you are
I'm
foreign.
extremely foreign.
really? Well,
Yes,
okay.
trust me.
No,
Well,
not at all.
number 8 and 9.
Yes,
Is
please.
that what you want me to read?
Yes, please.
Well, you should be doing 2 kinds of listening. Listening up to 1 minute. Here, listen to the words. Listen for for the main idea. Listening 20 minutes to 1 hour. Here, you are yourself. You are the general idea.
Yes.
And then you have 9 chunks. 9 chunks.
Chunks.
Thanks.
Chicken chunk.
Have you heard about chunks, girls?
No.
Have you heard about chunks?
No.
No? Well, tell us, Thomas. Read this. And Thomas, can you explain what chunks are, please?
Chunks are ready-made linguistic structures that you don't have to think about because they are, or that's why they are called ready-made. It's like when you teach the students to say thank you, good morning, how are you, hello. Yes, that sort of expressions which are like, I'm not sure, may I go to the toilet? Can I go to the bathroom? Can I borrow this, please? Those are chunks because you do not need to think about it. But chunk, it can also mean piece.
Piece.
In anything.
It's like a brick. It's like a brick.
No, chunk, it can be piece. It can be it can mean piece of anything, a chunk of something.
Piece?
Yes, piece by piece, chunk by chunk. That's piece
by
piece.
Chunk by chunk.
Yes.
Right, chunk, so is a chunk. Chunk is a piece of where you take the of that language, and we focus on the most forms are really
chunks.
Cheech and
Okay.
Chong.
Okay.
Very good.
So now we are going to watch a video and try to answer the questions and fill in the gap. You can.
Okay.
Okay. I'm copying Thomas. Okay, as he says.
An easy way to get a band 7 on the IELTS exam. And as a former IELTS examiner, I'm going to tell you.
No. Vete. Ay, qué. Perdón. Ay, sorry. A ver,
We
again.
all know the crazy chaos caused by trying to use more than one app for productivity.
Hi guys, it's
This
Keith.
one. This is the one. Are you seeing it? Understand native English
Yes.
speakers. Okay.
Yes.
Now tell me if you are listening to it.
Keith from IELTS Speaking Success, and today I'm going to
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, let's see. Y le voy a poner, ¿qué es lo que le tengo que poner?
show you how to understand native English speakers and how to really improve your listening skills. What's more, I'll show you the biggest mistakes students make when trying to understand native speakers and also when doing the IELTS listening test. Let's do it. Hello, my name is Keith and I run the website IELTS Speaking Success and also the YouTube channel and the Facebook group. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, go downstairs, down below, follow the link and come and join us. So, how are your listening skills? Do you sometimes find it hard to follow native speakers, to understand films or videos on YouTube? Or
My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104.
Or even, oh my, to understand the IELTS speaking examiner? What about this phrase? Can you understand this? Should we go and have a good day? So, I want you to write that down on a piece of paper or in the comment box. Have a go. Should we go and have a good day? By the end of this video, you will understand that. And also, you will know the 5 things that you need to know to take your listening skills right up to the next level. What's more, hey, we're going to be practicing so that you will even see a change in your listening skills by the end of the video. How good is that? Let's begin. So, what is the biggest mistake students make with listening, right? They focus on words, individual words, and try and translate them. That's not good, right? Because this is the secret. Words change in context. When you put 2 words together, the sound changes. And so if you're listening for individual sounds, you're not listening for the right thing, right? Take the word, or take this phrase, right? Good day, good day. It sounds like one sound, right? Good day. But it's 2 words, good day. But we don't say good day, good day, good day. No, we say good day, good day. We drop the D. So we drop sounds. We drop vowels and consonants when words come together, right? For example, excuse me, we don't say that. We say excuse me, excuse me. The ek disappears. We drop it. Excuse me. Shall we go? Shall we go? Shwi is actually shall we. The al we drop. Shall we go? Shall we go? We even drop words, right? It's fine. That's fine. It's fine. So we drop Vowels, consonants, and words. How on earth are you going to understand? Well, knowing that those sounds disappear when you put words together, then it's going to help you. Let's look at another thing that happens when you put words together. We link sounds, right? Have a goes together. Have a, right? Have a good day. Have a good day. You see? Sometimes when we link words, we actually add another sound that you don't write. Okay? Go and is goan. Go. There's a w. We add a w. How mad is that? Go and goan. Go and the D drops. So just to confuse you, we add a w and we drop the d. Go and see. Go and see. Go and have a good day. Go and have a good day. Get it? Put that all together, right? Should we go and have a good day? Should we go and have a good day? That was the phrase at the beginning. So we've got all these things. We add sounds, we link things, we drop things. Boom. Not only that, right? We also stress certain words. We reduce some words. We add intonation. We add rhythm. All of these things, and tone, not forgetting. So it makes it more difficult. So knowing all of this can help us listen and understand better. I'm going to show you all of these in a bit more detail. We're going to practice them so you can develop your listening skills. Just a small note, I'm not encouraging you to speak like this yet. This is a higher level of speaking, and if you can, fantastic. But our focus today is on listening and being able to recognize and notice these sounds. So as you start listening more and more, you become aware of them and you understand the sounds rather than focusing on those individual words and translating. Right, so let's get going. So I'm going to look at 5 things, okay? Word stress, chunks, weak forms, contractions, and connected speech, which cover all of the aspects we've talked about. Let's begin with word stress. Actually, grammatically, this is sentence stress. It's the words that we stress in a sentence, okay? So for example, can you spot and tell me which words I am stressing in this sentence? I'd like to get a ticket to London. I'd like to get a ticket to London. Like, ticket, London. I'd like to get a ticket to London. What about this one? Can you pay by cash? Pay, cash. Can you pay by cash? Okay, so when you're listening to stuff, focus first of all on the stressed words because those are the ones that carry the main meaning. They're the most important words. Typically the noun, the verbs, the adjectives, the adverbs, the bigger words, right? Pay cash, you can understand. Can you pay by cash? Okay. 2 more examples. Again, pick out the words I stress. You should have asked. I would have been happy to do it. Asked, happy, do. You should have asked. I would have been happy to do it. Or, it's fine. I didn't want to trouble you. Fine, trouble you. It's fine. I didn't want to trouble you. Okay, so picking out those stressed words. Great, so here's a quick tip for you. You should be doing 2 kinds of listening, right? Intensive and extensive. Intensive is very short audio clips or video clips, maybe up to a minute, where you're analyzing specific things. Extensive can be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, watching a film, listening to a podcast, where you're just exposing yourself and following the general idea. Okay, you need to be doing both kinds. When you're doing intensive listening, one exercise is to focus on the words that are stressed. So listen to the sentences. If you have the tape script, transcript, you can underline the stressed words or make a note here or on paper as you listen and focus on the stressed words because they carry the meaning. So when you're doing IELTS listening for gist, for the main idea, the stressed words are the main ones, right? Can you pay by cash? Pay cash. That's all you need to know. You don't need to be focusing on every word. Okie dokie, moving on. Secondly, chunks. Chunks are really important, right? You remember at the beginning of the video, I said, good day, good day, good day, have a good day, right? Have a good day is a chunk. It's a piece of language where we take the sound of that language and we focus on the sound. Have a good day, right? I don't know how many words that is. Have a good day. It's actually 4. But what's in my head is the sound. Have a good day. And you'll notice most grammatical forms are really chunks, right? I'd like to. I'd like to. I'd like to get a ticket to London. I'd like to. You can actually practice with me. I'd like to. I'd like to. And really close your, I was going to say your ears, close your eyes and really listen to the sound. I'd like to. I'd like to. That's what you need to get. The same with I should have. I should have. I should have called before coming, right? I would have. The same. I would have. So listen to those sounds. Can you help? Can you come? Can you give me? Can you? Right? Get the sound, okay? Others, very common. I want to. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Notice here, I didn't. The t. Oh, I dropped it. Drop the t. I didn't want to. Want to. Want to. I drop the t. Oh, you've got the d here, the t here. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Try. I didn't want to. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to come. So start training your ear to pick out these sounds or these chunks, right? The secret is chunks. Most idiomatic expressions are chunks, right? It's a piece of cake. I don't know how many words that is. It is a piece of cake, but it's just one sound. It's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. It doesn't matter, right? Notice again, it doesn't, the t drops. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So your grammatical structures and your idiomatic expressions are mostly chunks, and this is what you need to be listening for. Excellent. Moving on. By the way, if you
Okay. Are you dreaming, listening?
It's a piece of cake.
Sleeping? It's a piece of no.
I love
It's a
that
piece of
too.
cake.
It's a piece of cake. What, Thomas?
I love his enthusiasm.
Yes. What
Yes.
do you think of the
I
video,
taught you
please?
all those
What?
ideas.
Yes. We know that.
I mean, I taught you
I-
about chunk of language,
Okie dokie.
about stress,
Okie dokie.
about phonemes. I thought you would
Phonemes,
remember.
yes. Well, tell us, you girls, tell us one chunk that Thomas have taught you about? Can you remember one chunk? Any chunk? Can you remember?
Yes.
Tell us any chunks that you remember that Thomas are teaching you. No?
Don't you
Yes or no?
remember when we did that exercise? So
Solicitor.
Sister.
Era como un trabalenguas, like a tongue twister.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes, don't you remember?
No?
Come on.
Sister.
Yes.
Well, Thomas, tell us the tongue twister, please. Can you
Remember, a solicitor. There were thousands of solicitors. It should have been 1,000 solicitors. There weren't 1,000 solicitors.
Yes, I
Because the
remember.
solicitors' fees weren't paid.
Yes. Well, chunks. Well,
Very
let's
good, because
solve
I
the
hope
paper.
it was for something.
Yes, yes. Your teachings
I have
are very...
seen
Yes. Tell
I
us.
have seen a very similar video, but for American English. Prof, I think is Aprender Inglés Americano.
Excellent.
And he has a similar video, but it's better with British.
So they use the same
Yes.
techniques. It's not a different science. It's the same technique. It's
Yes.
just cultural differences, and that's it.
Okay.
Yes, I will look for that video
A
to
good day.
share it.
Well, yes.
Because
Give us the video. Send us the video, please.
he-
Okay.
because I follow a lot of professors.
Yes. And so, yes.
That sounds interesting. I didn't know that.
Excellent. She's a
On
learner. That's
YouTube
why.
or Spotify.
An eternal learner.
Learn.
Just like
Yes.
me. Just like
Always.
all of us. Well, listen to this video and fill in the blanks or answer the question. 1. What about this phrase? Can you understand this phrase? Which phrase? Which was the phrase?
Shall we go? Shall we go and have a good day?
Yes.
Yes. And
But
Thomas,
how did the man is?
repeat it. Thomas,
The
you
man
repeat it.
says, shall we go
Go
and
have
have
a
a
good day.
good day?
A ver, Tomás, ¿cómo dice? Tomás. tell us,
Exactly.
Tomás.
Have a good day.
Again, Tomás.
Should
Yeah.
we go have a good
Again,
day?
Tomás. Yes. That's it. Okay. What is the biggest
Come
mistake?
on.
Ay, se me sonaba rarísimo. Good day. Good day.
Trigger,
Sonaba rarísimo.
Yes. Excellent.
But interesting, I guessed the phrase from the beginning, so I was happy.
You're you.
Well, not
I was-
necessarily.
Close.
You were closed. Well, but
Yes.
with this video, you will be open. Okay. What is the biggest mistake students make while listening? It implies listening by what? Listening? What is the mistake?
Word by word, but I don't write it.
Yes, word. Yes, word by word. Word by word. Yes. Okay. They focus on or try to
Word.
they
They
focus
focus on individual words or try to translate them.
Translate them.
translate them.
Translate them.
Okay. Karen, can you read 3 and 4?
Yes. In English, we drop sounds, words, and consonants. And 4, we link sounds.
We lick sounds. Okay. Griselda, 5 and 6.
He's not encouraging to speak like that because it's higher level speaking. Encouraging, of course. Yes.
Encouraging.
Yes.
And
It
6?
is no. And 6
No.
word stress,
No. So
chunks, weak forms, contractions, and the last one I haven't write
I don't remember.
it.
But
Speech.
let's see.
Contextual speech.
I don't know.
I think it is context. No,
Connected,
context. I got
Contextual, no?
connected, not connected speech.
Connected.
Speech.
Those are
So,
features of connected speech. That's what. That's
All
how
of
it
them.
is.
All of them are connected speech.
Features of connected speech.
Okay.
Okay.
And the
Seven.
thing that
Thomas.
it's not commonly taught. That's why it's so new for all of us.
Yes, yes.
Not for me,
Mhm.
but for you.
No, not for you. With 5 years of
Sure.
phonetics. Thomas.
No,
tell us-
I studied phonetics for 3 years, so
Okay,
it's not
3 years.
5.
Thomas, tell us number 7. Word stress.
Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to?
You have to remember.
What?
It is actually word stress. It is actually what?
Well,
It's
he
not-
said that. No, sorry, I didn't remember what he said. He said
Who
actually.
wrote it? Karen, have you got the answer?
It is actually grammatically stressed.
No, it's not grammatical. It is actually sentence
No,
stress.
he didn't say anything about grammar.
But in that part, it is actually sentence stress. Sentence stress, not word
Sentence
stress.
stress.
He
No,
starts
no,
by
don't
saying
remember
word
that.
stress, but then he says, well, it's word stress, but in fact, it is actually sentence stress. Okay. And the stress words
Okay.
are typically, the stress words are typically what?
Nouns, verbs.
Noun, verb, adjective, and the biggest word.
And that is extremely important for all of you, especially Valeria.
Valeria, ha!
Okay.
You are scolded by the teacher.
I have Valeria.
Especially Valeria.
What's happened with me?
He says that it's
No, Valeria, because he's one of my students. So remember
group
that,
outside the-
that always nouns, adverbs, adjectives, they all carry the main stress. They tend to.
the main stress, yes.
Always.
So,
Forget it.
Griselda, quick tip. Yes, Griselda, quick
Yes.
tip.
Intensive listening. Listen to the sound of the words. I don't write.
I think
Extensive
it's stress
listening.
words. Stress words.
Stress words.
Stress words.
Stress, the main stress.
And then listen for. What is
I
the term
listen
there?
For, and it's a very colloquial expression, idiomatic.
Tell us, Thomas, that part.
He said, listen for the gist.
Oh, yes, I got it, but I
It's
don't
a
know.
very idiomatic expression. It doesn't
And
have
gist
another.
means
Listen for
the main idea. The gist.
The gist.
Listen for the gist.
S-T-G-I-S-T. Yes.
Remember to spell it in English.
Gist. The gist. For the main idea.
Yes.
That's
The
gist.
main idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Thomas, please, can you go on,
Extensive
please, Thomas?
listening.
Yes. Okay. And what else?
Las otras sí las
Well, do you
escrito.
remember?
Tell us, please. Here you are.
Extensive
¿Qué
listening.
dice? Yes.
You are
There you are.
exposing yourself.
Yes. And you are.
Exposing yourself. Focusing on the stress, on the general idea.
On the idea. Okay. What about 9 chunks?
Chunks.
Okay.
Do you remember?
First chunk. You remember?
Have a good
Thomas?
day. Have a good day.
Have a good
Yes,
day.
okay. But do you remember what
Have a
he
good
said
day.
about
Have a
chunks,
good day.
which is something that I actually didn't expect
Yes, you said that.
him
Yes.
to say.
Yes.
Yes.
So.
No, I
Chunks.
didn't expect him to say that.
Oh, okay.
He said something completely
Okay.
different from my definition.
Yes.
Somehow.
He says a
Well,
piece of
who can
language.
complete
Yes.
of language?
Piece of language, yes, but it has.
Where you take the
Sound.
of that language,
okay
and we
of
sound
that language, and we focus
on the sound.
on the
Sound.
Most.
Grammatical.
Yes.
Sound. Grammatical forms.
Grammatical forms are really chunks.
Yes.
Sounds.
Okay. Dejar de compartir. I am here. What do you think of the
Muy
activity?
bueno.
Was it useful? Yes. You
Are
can
you
I
going
like
to,
it, but
yes.
are you
Tell us.
going to take his advice?
You going to follow
Remember-
the advice?
Remember what I said,
will
that
try.
mediation is compromise.
We will try. We will try.
It's
Yes.
commitment. You
We-
don't
we-
need anything else. Just commit yourself and say, from now on, I am going to speak correctly. I am going to use all bounds from my skull to talk. Say that.
It's a decision.
It's a decision,
Yes.
yes.
but
Some
I make a
teachers
question.
decide they
We
don't
are
need
better
to
than-
try it.
Yes, I think
We
so.
are
That you are
better
better.
than
This year, yes,
last
you are better.
no.
Yes, I think
What?
so.
Encouraging
Encouraging.
encouraging ourselves to
The problem is that
practice.
it's a